Hi, I'm Miriam Joy and welcome to my studio. Today we're working with a little bit more on color techniques. A lot of you have been asking for help in that, so we're trying to do a little bit more of that for you. Today we're going to be working on color blending. This is one I had kind of started with and I just want to finish it. The first thing I do when I am working with leather dyes, and that's what I am working with today, but you could also do this technique with any of the ink dyes or alcohol dyes as well. But when I am working with leather dyes, and this is only leather dyes, the first thing I do is wet it nice and even, just damp, and then wipe it all off just to make sure that your gourd is absorbent and all kind of equal. It keeps your gourd for taking the dye in a certain area more than another. And I like to use cotton rounds, and I don't like them too big. There's actually bigger, more absorbent ones. I don't like to use them. They take up too much of the alcohol ink. So once you've wet your gourd down, and I'm using turquoise and purple today of the leather dyes. And the one thing I will tell you is a must when you're working with leather dyes, first of all, is your gloves, but also a tray. You never want to do this process without a tray. Now, when you're working with them, I would like you to see work a little bit faster. And we're trying to blend these colors on this gourd about half and half. So you're kind of working this kind of down. We want this all nice and even. But when we get to this half area, and we're pretending that the purple is not on here yet, I'm taking a clean swab or a cotton round, and I am blending it in so that you don't get that line. Now see how that starts to go there. And you can bring it back over and wet it again and blend it in again. And we just want to keep kind of adding more color, and we're going to blend this as we keep going here. And we're going to blend that in. And I wanted some more color even up on the top. Now that that's kind of dry, we're just going to try and darken that up even some more. We're going to keep walking it down, and you see why I kind of started out with color up there, because I want some in there. And don't forget, this is also going to dry. Once you varnish it, it will be a whole lot brighter as well. So don't forget that aspect of it as well. But see how I take that one that doesn't have, and it just blends that more into the other color, so that we're working with it as we go. Now, I know it's hard to kind of see where we've got the purple, and we're going to go down to the bottom and work the purple up the other way as well, so that we can get this in here. And you're just kind of working it back and forth until you get the color and the blend that you want. Another thing that I like to do, and I mentioned this in my other videos, is I like to use the leather dyes as my base and put the alcohol inks or the memory inks on top of it. It makes a good base, and because leather dye has a tendency to fade more so than the other colors do, but it gives it a good base to pop with. Now, I always start at the bottom and work my way out. You'll notice the gold tone that you get when you're working with purple. It doesn't stay once you varnish it, trust me. I wish it would. I'd love that. I'd love that look, but it just doesn't. Now, I'm not getting this line all the way till I come around, because purple is such a darker color than the turquoise, and we're trying to blend this in as we put it on. So we're kind of just blending that in so that you're getting no line. We don't want a visible line. We want to look like the colors just blended together. I try to teach this technique outside and it doesn't work real well with a little bit of a breeze. It's easier to do it inside because it doesn't dry as fast, because you can see how fast this is drying here. So it's really imperative to work and just keep this wet at all times. And like I said, what you're trying to achieve is no line, so that you look at it, you just have two colors, and the middle is where those two colors meet. I have one more line right here we're going to work on. And that's still got a line right there. So we're going to do a little less of an area. And we're just going to blend that some more. So just work that back and forth till you get the color, but also where you don't have a line anymore. And that's how you basically blend the two colors together. You could do more colors if you had a bigger gourd. I would start with your top color and then the bottom color, and bring the middle color in and blend it in on both sides as well. So if you have any questions about this process, email me at art@miriamjoy.com. For any products, please visit my website at miriamjoy.com. Also, there's a Facebook link on there to pop over and see what's new on Facebook. We always have competitions or fun stuff, but there's also a new project or picture posted every day for you to be inspired by. Also, check out the rest of the videos. We'll try to work on some more color videos as time allows us to do in between the traveling here and trying to make up fun projects for you. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you have any questions, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you, and God bless.